First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kwakadash, and double honors to my teachers, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the elect, to the house of David reborn again in this generation, and shalom to the 1/3 Yasha'Allah, who today are known as the Negroes, Latinos, West, and Native Americans. For today's breakdown, we're going to get into the subject of Revelation, the 8th chapter, which goes into the 7 seals, you know what I'm saying, and another one of the prophecies or visions that the Apostle John seen on the island of Patmos. You know, we gonna jump straight into the matter at hand. So with this being said, we're gonna get straight to the first verse. Revelation chapter 8, verse 1. And when he had opened the 7th seal, there was silence in heaven for about the space of half an hour. And what that's going into is talking about the Apostle John. Because the Apostle John just finished receiving the vision of the 144,000 and the great multitude in the 7th chapter, you know. And, Salaki. And he waited for about half an hour to receive more visions, you know what I'm saying, in the place that he was at. And this, this is technically what the whole book of Revelation is about. You know what I'm saying? Apostle John on the island of Patmos receiving his visions about the end times. And we know that Revelation chapter 8 hasn't happened yet, you know. It's going into the stages of the destruction of Babylon, you know what I'm saying? Because the destruction of Babylon is going to occur over time. It's not all going to happen in like one day or, you know what I'm saying, just 1 week. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take a period of time. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's called the time of Jacob's trouble. It's not going to be just 1 day, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. No, it's going to be a little minute. You know what I'm saying? So verse 2. It say, and I saw the 7th angel which stood before God, and to them there were given 7 trumpets. Yeah, and the 7 trumpets is a representation of the last trumpet, because you know 7 means completion. You know what I'm saying, and that's when Yahweh Shem Yahushua is coming back in his chariots. You know what I'm saying, with his army, with Michael the archangel. You know what I'm saying, and the rest of the angels in them chariots. You know what I'm saying, and in the 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter, from the 51st to the 52nd verse, it say that we should be changed in the twinkling of an eye at the last trumpet. You know what I'm saying? And just so you think I ain't making nothing up, you know, you can always go to it. 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter, 51st and 52nd verse. It say, behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, meaning we should not all die. A lot, you know what I'm saying? Because it's still gonna be, there's certain members of the, you know what I'm saying, of the elect that's gonna get beheaded. You know what I'm saying? Certain members of the elect that's gonna have to face, you know what I'm saying, certain deaths. You know what I'm saying? In order to glorify their faith in Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? The same way Yahweh Shem Yahushua did it for his father. You know what I'm saying? And he was, you know what I'm saying? He got rewarded for that. You know? It say, but we shall all be changed. Meaning we're not going to keep these same bodies. There's another scripture in the Bible that says that there are celestial bodies and there's, you know what I'm saying, terrestrial bodies. You know what I'm saying? The angels got a certain type of body, and, you know what I'm saying, the humans on earth got a certain type of body. So we gonna get upgraded up out of here, you know what I'm saying? That's why, let me go to this real quick. Romans 7, verse 24, O wretched man that I am, who should deliver me from this body, from the body of this death? Yeah, because this body here is corruptible, you know what I'm saying? You get sick, you know what I'm saying? You can get all type of diseases, you know what I'm saying? We can't adapt to the elements, you know what I'm saying, how we supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? Because the Lord said that we are gods with a small g, you know what I'm saying? But when it get too hot, you know what I'm saying, people overheat. When it get too cold, your bones start hurting, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? This is a lot that come with being in this body, being in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? The flesh is weak. We're going to get back to 1 Corinthians 15, verse 52. You say, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trumpet, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible. Meaning the people that died in the faith, like the elders of our elders, you know what I'm saying? Like Abba Bivens, you know what I'm saying, King Mashal, you know what I'm saying, and, you know what I'm saying, the originals, you know what I'm saying, the OGs in this thing. the elders in this thing, the real elders, it say that they should be raised incorruptible. You know what I'm saying? And we should be changed. It say for the corruptible must put on incorruption, because the new bodies that we gonna see is gonna be incorruptible. You know what I'm saying? And the mortal must put on immortality, because you're never gonna be able to die again. You know what I'm saying? When we get those new bodies, that's when the new covenant come in. You know what I'm saying? A hundredfold, because the laws, statutes, and commandments gonna be written in our heart, and men not gonna have to teach their neighbors no more, because everybody gonna have the laws. So like the laws, statutes, and commandments written in their heart, and 100% understanding of these scriptures, you know what I'm saying, in the kingdom. But right now, it's only given to an elect few, the 1/3 of the nation of Israel, you know. So we can go ahead and get back to what was it? Yeah. So the main point in all this was it say 52. It says we should not sleep, we should not be changed. Yeah, at the last trumpet. You know, so the seventh trumpet is the last trumpet. But when you go into Job, the 5th chapter, because the 7th trumpet is when everything, you know what I'm saying? That's the last trumpet, which represents, you know what I'm saying? The 7th trumpet, which represents the last trumpet, which represents the, you know what I'm saying? The 7th angel, or the 7th trouble, you know? And that's the time we should be getting, we're going to get delivered before the 7th trumpet. In between the 6th and the 7th is the time of our deliverance, Lord willing. You read that in Job, the 5th chapter, the 19th, where is it? Boom, right here, in the 19th verse. It say, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, in 7 shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the powers of the sword. Yeah, so the main point right there is Job 5:19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, in 7 shall no evil touch thee. You know what I'm saying? So that's the time of our deliverance right there. Kind of at the end of the 6th and the start of the 7th. You know? And let's go ahead and get back to Revelations chapter 8, verse 3. It said, and another angel came and stood at the altar, having a golden censer. It say, and there was given unto him much incense, that he should offer it with the prayers of the saints. Who are the saints? Let me read about that in Psalms, the 50th chapter and the 5th verse. Those who made a covenant with the Most High by sacrifice, which are the Israelites, no other nation. It say that he should offer it with the prayers of the saints upon the golden altar which was before the throne. And it's about the golden censer. That's like the thing that the Roman Catholic Church like to use. I think I looked it up. I read it, but I lost it. Where is it? The censer. Oh, right here. One of these things. See, with the chain on the ball looking thing, with the incense, the smoke coming out. Yeah, see? They get that from us. You know what I'm saying? That's really somebody golden censer. Verse. Oh, no, let me get a precept real quick. It say, and it say a golden censer, and there was given unto him much incense, that he should offer it with the prayers of the saints. Yeah, because the prayers of the saints are the ones that's getting heard right now in heaven. The whole, you know what I'm saying? When the whole world pray, and anybody outside the nation of Israel pray, their prayers are not heard. The only prayers are heard are the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? And what was that? Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, the 35th chapter and the 17th verse, I believe. Yeah, it says the prayers of the humble pierceth the clouds, until it come nigh, he will not be comforted, and will not depart till the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and execute judgment. Yeah, on our enemies. But the main point in that verse right there said that the prayers of the humble pierceth the clouds. You know what I'm saying? So the elect prayers definitely get heard. The ones that cry to him day and night. You know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and get to a verse. We can go ahead and jump to verse 4. It say, and the smoke of the incense which came with the prayers of the saints, ascended up before the Heavenly Father out of the angel's hand. And the angel took the censer and filled it with fire of the altar and cast it into the earth. And there were voices and thunderings and lightnings and an earthquake. Verse 6. Slaki. And the 7 angels which had the 7 trumpets prepared themselves to sound. You know what I'm saying? So they getting ready to sound, getting ready for the you know what I'm saying, stages to take place. So verse 7, it say the first angel sounded, and there followed hell and fire mingled with blood, and they were cast upon the earth, and the third part of trees was burnt up, and all the green grass was burnt up. So right there, when they talk about and there followed hell and fire mingled. You know what I'm saying? Hell and fire mingled. That's talking about that's the ICBM missiles. You know what I'm saying? Cause Apostle, you know what I'm saying, John on the island of Patmos. You know what I'm saying? Around that time period. You know what I'm saying? They ain't have ICBM missiles or nuclear warheads. You know what I'm saying? So of course he wanted to know what it was. That's like us going back in time 2,000-3,000 years, and we talking about you know what I'm saying, we have a vision of you know what I'm saying, somebody speeding down the highway in a Bentley or something, or a Toyota. We ain't gonna know what that is. We gonna describe it as a chariot, something in our terms. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he did. So when he said hell and fire, he seen the ICBM missiles and the nukes. You know what I'm saying? And when it says mingled with blood, the blood part is talking about when the missiles hit the ground or hit the earth. You know what I'm saying? Because when that happened, you know what I'm saying, people tend to blow up. You know what I'm saying? People tend to get killed and things of that nature. It's real gruesome. So he saw, and that's what he saw. He saw it all in the vision. You know? And it says, and the third part of the trees was burnt up, and all the green grass was burnt up. Yeah, the 3 parts. You know what I'm saying? Because that's talking about the 3 classifications of men. You got the sons of God, which are the Israelites, the sons of the wicked, which is the Edomites, and then you got the sons of man, you know what I'm saying, which is the other nations. You know what I'm saying? And it say that the third part that would get destroyed would be where Edom dwell, and that's mainly Babylon the Great. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's this is the place of our deliverance. This is the place that we are prophesied to get delivered from. You know what I'm saying? And of course, from all the other continents on the planet, because we got scattered throughout all nations. But the main judgment that's about to take place, and the main deliverance that's about to take place, is right here in America, also known as Babylon the Great. You know, in verse 9, it say, and the third part of the creatures which were in the sea and had life died, and the third part of the ships were destroyed. You know what I'm saying? And that's it said 9, yeah. The third part of ships, that's talking about Esau's ships. You know what I'm saying? Wait, no, I believe I skipped something. Yeah, I skipped verse 8. Yeah, and the second, so like in Revelation 8, verse 8, and the second angel sounded, and as it were, a great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea. Yeah, and that great mountain burning with fire, that's the missiles in Babylon the Great. You know what I'm saying? Esau's kingdom. You know what I'm saying? The precept that backed it up is Jeremiah the 51st. Let me get on to get it. So like Jeremiah, the 51st verse. The 51st chapter and the. I'll write it up here. Verse 25, Jeremiah 51st chapter and 25th verse. It say, behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain. One more time. Jeremiah the 51st verse, 51st chapter, the 25th verse. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord, which destroyeth all the earth. You know what I'm saying? Who's responsible for deforestation? Who's responsible for setting Maui on fire over there in Hawaii? You know what I'm saying? Who responsible for putting chemtrails in the air? You know what I'm saying? Producing GMO foods. You know what I'm saying? Who responsible for all these things? Esau, Edom. You know what I'm saying? Which today is known as the so-called Caucasian, the so-called white man. And they say, and I will stretch out my hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rock and will make thee a burnt mountain. You see what I'm saying? So the Most High been prophesying against Edom since forever. You know what I'm saying? Against the people of his judgment. Or the border of wickedness. That's exactly what they are. And they got the mark, you know what I'm saying, to go with their name. You know what I'm saying? Not the mark as in Charagma, I'm talking about the mark of Canaan. You know what I'm saying? The strip of their pigment. You know what I'm saying? Because they skin, you know what I'm saying, the man of sin, you know what I'm saying, they had to get that to go with their look so we can know exactly who they are. You know what I'm saying? 8, and what we gonna go back to? Where we at? Yeah, verse 8. We read 8 again. It say, and the second angel sounded, and as it were, a great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea. One more time, Salaki. Revelation 8 and 8. And the second angel sounded, and as it were, a great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea, and the third part of the sea became blood. Yeah, so in Jeremiah 51 what was that? What I just read? Jeremiah 51 and the 25th verse. Yeah, he just told you that the Most High was gonna make, you know what I'm saying, that mountain a burnt mountain, which that mountain is, symbolizes the government. You know what I'm saying, which is Esau's Edom government. And where could that be found? You know what I'm saying, the UK. But most importantly, you know what I'm saying, where the scriptures supposed to take place, the greatest deliverance, the second Exodus, is right here in America. You know what I'm saying, Babylon the Great. So verse 9. And the third part of the creatures which were in the sea and had life died, and the third part of ships were destroyed. That's talking about Esau ships. Verse 10, it say, and the third angel sounded, and there fell a great star from heaven, burning as it were a lamp, and it fell upon the third part of the rivers and upon the fountains of water. And it say, and the name of the star is called Wormwood. And the third part of the waters became wormwood, and many men died of the waters because they were made bitter. Yeah, so when you go into the what's this, Greek for wormwood, it say the name of the star which fell into the waters and made them bitter, and made the waters bitter. So when you so basically when you get into that, when you breaking that down, it's talking about, and it said and the third angel sounded, and there fell a great star from heaven, burning as it were a lamp, and it fell upon the third parts of the river and upon the fountain of water. It say, and the name of the star is called Wormwood. So that wormwood, you know what I'm saying, was gonna make the water bitter. And it says, the third part of the waters became wormwood, and many men died of the waters because they were made bitter. Yeah, and when you go back up to verse. Let me see. Verse 7, and it's talking about, he said he seen hell and fire, meaning that didn't already fell. The missiles didn't already came down, so that this would be after the missiles. You know what I'm saying? So if you try to drink water after the missiles, what you think gonna happen? The water gonna be contaminated from, you know what I'm saying, radioactive waste. You know what I'm saying? So the water's contaminated. That's why I say the wormwood. And what I did just realize is I skipped over verse 5. When it say the angel took the censer and filled it. Oh no, I did read that. And the angel took the censer and filled it with fire of the altar and cast it into the earth. And there were voices and thunderings and lightnings and earthquakes. Yes, ma'am. And an earthquake. Yeah, it's talking about the earthquaking, because real quick, because I'm gonna get back to where I was. Got me a precept in Isaiah 24 and 20. It's talking about the earthquaking. Because Isaiah 24 and 20 say the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunken, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgressions thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. Yeah, and what they're talking about is America, because America gonna be hitting with so many nukes, it's gonna make the you know what I'm saying, like the ground shake. You know, I say the earth's gonna be shaking to and fro like a drunken. You know what I'm saying? If you ever seen a drunk man on the street out there staggering because he done had too much to drink, like he can't stand straight, so he wobbling side to side, gotta lean up on the wall to catch his balance. America gonna get hit so much, you know what I'm saying? The earth gonna be shaking, you know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be a real brutal, you know what I'm saying, destruction. You know what I'm saying? A real swift judgment. You know what I'm saying? Because I should have read that before I got to verse 7. We were just talking about the hell mingled with fire, because you would have got a better picture of it. You know what I'm saying? But that should paint a clear picture of what the Apostle John, you know what I'm saying, seen on the island of Patmos. You know what I'm saying? So let me get back to where I was at. Verse 12. Saying the fourth angel sounded, and the third part of the sun was smitten, and the third parts of the moon, and the third part of the stars, and so as the third part of them was darkened, and the day shone not for a third part of it, and the night likewise. You know what I'm saying? And from there you can go back to Isaiah. You got a precept, Isaiah, the 13th chapter, 8 to the 11th verse. It say, And they shall be afraid, pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed at one another. Their faces shall be as flames. And right there when it's about their faces shall be as flames, meaning, you know how you ever like jump scare somebody like so bad, like, you know what I'm saying? You look at their face and you be like, dang, you look like you seen a ghost or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, that's what's gonna happen. People gonna be in so much, you know what I'm saying, terror and fear, they ain't gonna know what to do. That's why the scripture said they should be in pain as a woman that travaileth. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be so much death and destruction coming, and it's gonna be so scary and so brutal. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures also say men's heart is gonna be filling them with fear. I mean, they gonna be catching heart attacks and all type of things. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be real bad out here. Real bad. Let me see. Time never since. Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, a great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, which are the Israelites, from the so-called Negro all the way down to the so-called Mexican. They say, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be very, 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 very bad out here. Some of you ain't never seen. You thought the COVID lockdown was bad. You thought 9/11 was bad. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be bad out here. Because then again, that's why the scriptures called America, you know what I'm saying, virgin daughter of Babylon, because a virgin has never been touched. America has never been touched in their own, like on their homeland. Nobody ever threatened America or killed Americans on American soil. So this gonna be the first time it happened. You know what I'm saying? What, you know what I'm saying? Figuratively speaking, I can't say it, tongue and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But when a virgin have her first time, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Having sex or something, or getting to know somebody. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get messed up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never touched nobody, but then all of a sudden, you got like 10, 15, 13 people coming and rushing you. What you think gonna happen to that virgin? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because with these scriptures, you gotta be brutal. I'm sorry, that's the only way you can be able to understand it. America's gonna get messed up. Bad. That's why I say it ain't gonna rise again. You know what I'm saying? So you can go ahead and go back to Revelation. 13. It say, and I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, woe, 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 to the inhabitants of the earth, by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the three angels which are yet to sound. Yeah, because those ain't sound yet. You know what I'm saying? So the destruction is going to come. You know what I'm saying? Because the destruction gonna come in stages. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come a time and point where Russia's gonna shoot the missiles over here. You ain't gonna know. You know what I'm saying? That's when all hell gonna break loose. You know what I'm saying? As soon as we get that warning that they're talking about putting on everybody's phone, just as a, you know what I'm saying, just as a test right now. But when it's real, you know what I'm saying, what me ain't gonna do? The scriptures already said, you know what I'm saying, people's faces was gonna be, you know what I'm saying, like flames, you know what I'm saying, people gonna be scared, hearts filling them with fear. People gonna have all type of heart attack. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, I know I wasn't tripping. Real quick. Cause we weren't done with the 12th verse. It say, and the fourth angel sounded, and the third part of the sun was smitten, and the third part of the moon, and the third part of the stars, so as the third part of them was darkened, and the day shone not for a third part of it, and the night likewise. Yeah, it's like it, y'all. I got stuck explaining one party. That wasn't even the main point I was going to real quick. Yeah, right. Yes, my faces should be as flames. Boom. Verse 9. It say, behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. It say, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. Why is that? Because of the nuclear destruction, you know what I'm saying? And all the ICBMs, the actual nukes, you know what I'm saying? And all the other warheads that these people got when they hit the ground and they detonate, you know what I'm saying? They gonna roll like the scripture say, they gonna depart like a scroll or something like some of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and get that because I don't want to push that. To the heavens. So roll as a scroll. Yeah, Revelation 6:14, and the heavens departed as a scroll when it is rolled together. How that's gonna happen? From the nuclear destruction. You know what I'm saying? If you look at a video and you see a nuke getting dropped, you see that big old mushroom cloud go up in the air. That's what it means by the, you know what I'm saying, by the heavens being departed as a scroll when it is rolled together. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it looked like. And that's the reason why I say in Isaiah 13 verse 10, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. You know what I'm saying? And he say, and I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. Who was the wicked? Esau, Edom. Where do they dwell? Mainly here in America. It say, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. In the scriptures, who is known as the proud? If you don't, you can go ahead and go read Obadiah. I'm saying the pride of thine heart has deceived me, have deceived thee. Who was he talking about? Esau, Edom. You know what I'm saying? They say, and I will lay the haughtiness of the terrible. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be real bad out here. And it's gonna be so bad after the missiles hit, you ain't even gonna be able to see the, you know what I'm saying, the sun, the moon, and the stars. You know what I'm saying? And when you read stuff like the sun, the moon, and the stars and other scriptures, sometimes it's talking about wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You know what I'm saying? Not in that order, but that's what it means. You know what I'm saying? And Revelation 8 and 13. Yeah. And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, woe, 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 which means destruction, to the inhabitants, or to the inhabitants of the earth, by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the three angels which are yet to sound, meaning they have not sounded yet. You know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, we will give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kwakadash. And Shalom to the 1/3 out there, the Yasharallah, across the four corners of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Teaching and preaching this truth. You know what I'm saying? To the sheep. And Shalom.